Hello everyone, and welcome to The Rundown. I'm Jordan Cohen. With the spring semester right around the corner, potential new Greek members are getting excited for recruitment. Field reporter Alyssa Powell spoke to the Greek community to find out what Greek life is all about.
Greek life is a big part of the Rider community, with there being about 10% of the university students involved in Greek organizations. I got a chance to speak with members of the Greek life community about why they joined Greek life.
I joined Greek Life because I'm originally from Illinois, and when I moved to Rider, not a lot of my friends would stay on campus over the weekend, and I just was really lonely. I was lucky that my roommate was from Pittsburgh, so we had each other, but I knew that there was something more on Rider's campus that could offer me, so I decided to go through recruitment, and I never originally pictured myself being in a sorority, but then I came through and I absolutely fell in love with every single woman in Delta Phi Epsilon, and I have absolutely no regrets, and they're the ones who kept me here in New Jersey.
So I joined Greek Life because I wanted to be part of something bigger and gain more connections in all different areas in my life.
Yeah, so the reason I joined Greek Life was to make more friends here on campus. In the beginning, I felt like kind of lonely, and I felt like the only connection I saw with everybody was with Greek Life. So I decided to give it a shot, and now I have the best friends I could ever imagine in Greek Life.
I also spoke with Anna Lodge about why she's considering joining Greek life.
And I've considered joining Greek life because I feel like it's a nice family environment and you can really make connections with great girls. It's always good to have people around you who are on your side.
If you're interested in joining Greek life, visit rider.edu/GreekLife. Every year, the city of Philadelphia puts on a winter wonderland to celebrate the season. Jordan Qureshi has the story.
From November 23rd to March 3rd, the City of Philadelphia, in partnership with the Blue Cross, put on their annual event, Winterfest, a winter wonderland loaded with fun-filled activities for all ages. When you first enter Winterfest, you are greeted by warm Christmas lights and friendly faces, all enjoying the festivities of the season. Winterfest is broken up into 4 main attractions. First, we have the fire pits, an outdoor seating area for anyone to take a seat around the wood-stoked fire pits and enjoy some hot chocolate and some s'mores, as well as play some games of Giant Connect 4. Second, we have the Lodge, a heated chalet-styled tent filled with comfy couches, indoor fireplaces, all for Winterfest goers to get out of the cold and grab a bite to eat from Philly's culinary stars such as Village Burgers and an on-the-go Chicky and Pete's, as well as a bar filled with regional craft beers and seasonal-inspired cocktails. Thirdly, the Arcade, an indoor arcade where guests can go and participate in some friendly competition with classic games such as skee ball, air hockey, and basketball shootout, and much more. Finally, the main attraction of Winterfest, an Olympic-sized ice skating rink where people of all ages can get on the ice and create lasting memories. After they rent their skates, of course. I spoke with a Winterfest goer to see how they were enjoying the festivities.
I had a really good time here. I like the trees, the decorations, the whole atmosphere here, the food, the drinks, everything.
Winterfest is a Philadelphia tradition that is going into its 25th year that brings people from all over to celebrate the holiday season with some fun activities for all ages.
If you're interested in going out to Winterfest, you can find out more information at www.visitphilly.com. Classes may be over, but there's still one obstacle that many have to face: finals. Field reporter Maria Kamey has the story.
The semester is finally over. Classes have ended and finals have begun. These final tests are the determinant factor for many students' success. To get ready, students are cooped up in their dormitories and other facilities among campus to gather the information they need to pass. We asked some students what they do in order to prepare for their finals.
I like to study beforehand and prepare over a couple of weeks. And I like to get a study group together. And I think that's very effective with preparing for finals or midterms or any type of major test. And I think that just to eat a good breakfast, be hydrated, and get exercise and stuff like that is definitely crucial.
Students are encouraged to go to the facilities offered, such as the Student Success Center, to achieve their goals. The Student Success Center gives students the opportunity to receive immediate attention in subjects where assistance is needed through tutors who are readily available to help. One of the most popular spots for studying at Rider is the Moore Library. It is effective for last-minute cramming and preparation. Lounge areas are available until late into the night, as well as study rooms. Study rooms are most commonly used because they allow students up to 2 hours in a room, and at times, renewals are encouraged. Study rooms are available throughout the semester, but they are especially helpful in focusing during this demanding time.
It's a decent space. It's not like tight and you feel claustrophobic or anything. However, it's secluded enough where you don't experience anything from outside of the door. Like there's no like real distraction, so you could just really just focus and concentrate.
We also talked to a library employee about the influx of study room use during finals week.
So we actually get a lot more busier in the week or two leading up to finals as well as during finals week rather than the regular semester.
The lounge areas in the library offer a comfortable experience. They have place activities around for students to do when things become too stressful. It is a great place to study as well as relax. As finals are among us, Rider makes it a priority to create an atmosphere suitable for all students. For the rundown, I'm Maria Kamey.
For any assistance with finals, make sure to visit the Moore Library or the Student Success Center located in the BLC. A common struggle for all students is figuring out what exactly they want to do after they graduate. Fortunately for communication students, that struggle can be made a bit easier. The Communication Department organizes a yearly trip to LA where students can make connections and grow their networks. With more on that, here's field reporter Christian Castronovo.
Dr. Barry James is a coordinator, and he explains more on what exactly goes on during the trip.
So Semester in LA is a great program for our students. What we're able to do is we're able to take a group of Rider University students who are interested in film, television, radio, public relations, whatever it might be, and take them really to the entertainment capital of the world, Los Angeles, California, where the students can basically live, work, study, intern in the business, in the film and television, radio, music business. We talk about New York having a lot of opportunities, but LA, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different opportunities, and it was a great experience. We did it last year, and all of our interns really not only had a great time, but learned a lot about the industry, things that you can't always cover in a class until you get into a real world situation. Not only that, they were living the Hollywood experience,
Not only do students get to study and work in their designated fields, there are also many opportunities for students to build connections with famous stars and producers.
We had people going to premieres and film openings. We had so many different kinds of opportunities. We had one young lady who was doing an internship at a company where she got to meet and play tennis with James Franco. Another young lady was at a party for her company, and Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, is in the mix and walking by. And the number of producers and things out there is just incredible.
Hao Ho is a junior film major who went on the spring break in LA trip. He shares what students experience on the trip.
We went on multiple studio tours to Paramount, Sony, Warner Brothers, Universal. We saw some shooting of live TV productions where we sit in the audience to be like the laughing audience, live audience thing. And we kind of made connections and talked to a lot of Rider alumni and to understand what it's like to live in Los Angeles.
Peter Gillette is also a junior film major who went on the spring break in LA trip as well. In the future, he hopes to be a director, and he shares why he went on the trip.
I thought this would be a really good taste to see how it was like and really experience LA as the home of Hollywood and all of the big movies and whatnot.
The connections that students make can open many doors for them. Peter also explains the story of one Rider alumni.
The previous president of Run, she met up with the writer of Blackish, and they talked, and it completely, as she said, clarified her entire life, and they still email each other now, and when she visited LA recently, they met up again, and she'll still send out scripts and whatnot, so she built that connection.
Many students will describe the trip as life-changing since it gives them the real-life experiences and connections they were looking for.
For more information about either the spring break in LA or the semester in LA, students are encouraged to email Dr. Janes at janes@rider.edu. A few weeks ago, Ryder Eats took us through an unfinished dailies. With more than a few months to complete the renovations, I finally got a good look at one of the new stations, the Teaching Kitchen. Here is our final episode of Ryder Eats. As of recent, Dailies has been introducing a number of new ways for students to get involved. Students are constantly saying they're tired of the same food now as the semester winds to a close. To combat this, Gourmet Dining had the perfect solution.
My name is Peter Fischbach. I'm the Vice President of Culinary Development for Gourmet Dining.
As I spoke for my exclusive with Peter Fischbach, he revealed to me their new plans for the Teaching Kitchen.
So the Teaching Kitchen's a concept that we have as a learning piece for the students. It's part of the engaged learning aspect of our program. We also at other campuses have our make your own stations. So what we did is we actually married the two. So we figured it would be a great idea when we got a campus, and Ryder happened to be that campus, to build a teaching kitchen that also serves as a make your own station for the students. When we're not actually teaching a class or doing a cooking competition or something of that nature, it's open to the students to be able to make food and use that as engaged learning, try different ingredients and play with food and figure out how to make things, because after you move on from college, you're gonna, more than likely be on your own and you'll start cooking. So this allows you to start doing that while in college.
So what is the teaching aspect of Teaching Kitchen? He also delved deeper into that for us.
The Teaching Kitchen aspect comes into play really next semester. We're going to have some of our celebrity chef partners that we have come and actually teach a Teaching Kitchen class on various different subjects. So it may be vinaigrettes or salads, it may be different grains, just fun, engaging things for students. There'll be iPads at every station in the next few days, and each of those iPads will house how-to videos. They'll house recipes for students to be able to utilize things, and then more importantly, we're going to also offer Skype-in classes. So some of those celebrity chefs may not actually be on premise to teach the class. It'll be listed, and students will be able to say, Wednesday at 6 o'clock, Skype in with Chef Meta on how to make vegan food. And then not only will he be on the iPads in front of the students, but he'll also be on the two 55-inch TVs teaching the class as if he were there, so they'll get that one-on-one interaction. It's the next level to a Teaching Kitchen setup that we already have.
On top of this, he gave me the true reasons why he believes Teaching Kitchen will truly impact Rider University and its students.
We believe that we want to be part of more than just serving food. We want to be part of the college campus community. And doing so, we want to have educational aspects to our program. Just that whole piece of the engaged learning and the technology all coming together in one spot is just awesome.
Students and Riders should look forward to the Teaching Kitchen becoming much more exciting in the coming weeks and next semester. For all of your dailies and food needs, this has been Jordan Cohen reporting. It looks like Dailies is truly turning out to be something tasteful. Don't forget to stop by Dailies one last time before you leave campus for break. New York City in December is an exciting time for the city. Food reporter Esmeralda Lima has a story on different things you can do in the city during the holidays.
The holidays are a fun and festive time for people who celebrate. New York City is one of the many places people can go to get into the holiday spirit. With all the activities, photo opportunities, food, and lights, you're almost guaranteed a good time. During the colder months, many people take the opportunity to go ice skating in either Bryant Park, Rockefeller Center, or other rinks around New York. But if you don't feel like ice skating, you can enjoy the Bryant Park Markets, which offers a variety of things to look at, from house decorations to potential gifts. For those who don't mind the extra walk, you can see the beautiful window displays and decorations that several department stores put up, like Macy's and Saks on Fifth Ave. Right above Saks, you can also watch and listen to the new light show they put on annually for the holidays. And if you cross the street, you'll see the Rockefeller Christmas tree that stands almost 90 feet tall. These are only a few places out of the many different holiday-themed locations you can visit, but the city is filled with much more. This has been Esmeralda Lima with The Rundown.
After the holidays, Rider seniors will be only thinking about one thing: graduation. The 2019 graduation at Rider is fastly approaching, and field reporter Jalissa Malvern met with some students to get information on their post-graduation plans.
With the fall semester here at Rider coming to a close and the spring semester of 2019 fastly approaching, graduation is becoming a greater reality for many students. All students graduating have the stress of completing the additional required courses for their majors, as well as applying for graduation and financial concerns. Along with these concerns, what are their career objectives after graduating from Rider? I met with some students to get their feedback. So, what are your plans after graduation?
My plans after graduation is to look for a job somewhere not in New Jersey and work for a couple of years to get the experience, and then go for a master's. But I'm planning to go a master's in my minor because I heard that not many people do masters in graphic design. And then after that, I'll see where I go and then find more jobs that will get me to a higher role.
Career goals. Well, I know that I want to go into grad school first and continue working on my music so I can find a good career with what I want to do. As for a career, I have been really fascinated with video games, so I do want to try and integrate that with the music knowledge that I picked up while I was a writer.
I'm probably gonna look for a job in the industry. I want to work with sound design and stuff like that. Probably out west somewhere. If not Boulder, then Seattle or California. Those are my 3 top places right now.
Congratulations, class of 2019. You worked hard in achieving your academic goals. This is Jalissa Malvern reporting from The Rundown.
The Rider University Courtside Band is back and better than ever this year, and field reporter Bobby Negoescu got an inside look at the band.
Rider University basketball is exciting to watch, but they're not the only thing going on at the games. The Rider University Courtside Band is also in attendance at every home game, making itself known with the great music they play throughout the game.
This is our 3rd year together as a group. This is our 2nd year actually playing at the games. We spent fall and spring of 2016, 2017 to sort of get the right people together and figuring out who's gonna do what and figuring out what songs we're actually gonna play.
Corey Cook is a very active member of the Courtside Band. He's been with it since he's been at Rider, and he's been enjoying every second of it.
Yeah, it's one of the more fun things that I get to do. It's a great stress relief to just go to the sports games and just be pep and just scream your head off at basketball or soccer. We've been playing the soccer games as well.
If you wanted to get involved in the Courtside Band, they practice twice a week, every Monday and Wednesday night after classes are finished in the BLC, usually in one of the dance halls. This has been Bobby Negoescu for The Rundown.
To catch the Courtside Band in action, you can find a schedule of the home games on GoBronx.com. Rider University created its Veteran Affairs Department 100 years ago. Here is Eric Weinstein with the story.
Rider University is celebrating its 100th year of having a Veterans Association on campus. So now let's talk to Thomas Reddington and look back at all of the things that Rider University has done to improve the Veterans Association.
Okay, well, first of all, RUVA is an acronym that stands for the Rider University Veterans Association. And RUVA was started about 10 years ago by a group of veterans that wanted to create a student group to represent veteran interests here at Rider. Since RUVA was first inaugurated, it has taken on all kinds of different configurations and shapes and everything according to as students come and go from semester to semester. So it basically changes to meet the needs of the group of students that are attending Rider for that semester. We've gotten in the habit of having certain monthly and annual activities. Now monthly, RUVA puts on a Veterans Pizza Lunch back in the Ruva Lounge, which is in the Mauer Physical Education Center, and that's the third Wednesday and Thursday of every month. And we just get together and have some pizza and you know, just talk and see how everyone's doing. And then we also have the social hour, which is the third Friday of every month. That is an event that we have in the Ryder Pub, and that particular event is to honor Dr. Frederick Yeager, who was a veteran and a survivor of the Bataan Death March, and a former professor, political science professor at Ryder. So we do that every month. And then also Ruva maintains the Ruva Lounge and the
Join us as the Ryder veterans continue to improve Ryder University for the next 100 years.
If you missed Veterans Day on campus, don't worry. We decided to take a look back at how it was celebrated here at Ryder.
Every year, Ryder University shows its support to the United States military by hosting their annual event, Plant a Flag.
About 5 years ago, we had two Ryder students who were veterans, Tyler Hobbs and Jonathan Bowler, and they wanted to do something to commemorate all the people who had sacrificed their lives in Afghanistan and Iraq. So they got permission to put flags in rows out on the campus mall. And at the time, it was a project that was done by veterans themselves. So we all went out there and we put in over 6,000 flags to commemorate the dead from Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom. Well, the feedback that we got from putting in the flags was so great that we wanted to do it the next year, but people wanted to come out and participate and help us. So the following year we got out there, we put in flags, and we actually had families and a couple of student groups come out. And then the following year, even more people wanted to get involved, and the whole thing grew each year to the point where there were so many people out there trying to put flags in that we were all getting in each other's way, especially trying to line them up in rows and columns. So what we started doing 3 years ago is we painted the outline of a huge Ryder athletic R on the campus mall. And now, during the week leading up to our Veterans Day ceremony, we ask the student body and Ryder families to come out and fill the R in with flags. And the thing about that is people can go out there anytime. They don't have to be out there at a certain time. And we can just fill the flags inside the R. We're not getting in each other's way. And this has been an even greater success from what we were doing before.
Just remember, if you have a friend or family or just support the United States military in general, go out and plant a flag for the Ryder University's Veterans Administration.
It's time again for our player profile. This week we will be introduced to senior basketball player Ahmad Gilbert Jr.
Being back on the court after 2 years, it feels good because I get to do what I love again and not just practice, but actually play against guys I don't know and like play against competition that's in my way to where I want to get in life. So to be back on the court is like a blessing because a lot of people don't get a chance to get a second chance. It's a big transition. It make you appreciate things more, it make you hungry again. Where I was at before, I wasn't really hungry no more. I felt like I made it, and it's a different lifestyle than what it is here. It's just more hungry. You want it more because ain't nothing given to you over here. My schoolwork from Minnesota to Ryder is a big difference. Really hadn't do much schoolwork at my old school. Really didn't have to worry about school, but when I got here, it was all about academics. I've been on the academic side, like working on my academics because if I failed this semester, I might be kicked out of school. But knowing that made me hungry and made me understand like school is more important and the real reason why people say it's a student athlete. The season's gonna go well. Get to play with my cousin that I played with in high school. I'm looking forward to it. Preseason ring #1 this year. Big accomplishment. So we got a target on our back, so it'll be fun to watch.
This concludes our last show for the semester for the Rundown. For those that tuned in, I hope you enjoyed. And next year, hopefully, we can do something even more incredible. Thanks for watching.